next clip from the TV show Intervention will display applications of systems theory in a case of alcoholism. The two women in the next clip, Lauren and Christy, are in a mutually destructive relationship fueled by both of their alcohol addictions and their cohabitation. According to Zastrow and Kirst Ashman's book, Understanding Human Behavior and the Social Environment, a relationship, as a part of systems theory, is a reciprocal, dynamic, interpersonal connection characterized by patterns of emotional exchange, communication, and behavioral interaction. In other words, Lauren and Christy's cohabitation is an example of a system that continually interacts with the volatile environment they have created, thus strengthening their alcohol addiction.
She was just a really bubbly, happy person, just kind of full of life. I didn't think it was going to be anything like that.
I probably drink about 3 liters of wine a day. I can't function without it.
That's where I tried to commit suicide.
Oh, I'm hammered, man.
It's really dark, it's really bad, it's like a perfect storm.
You know what? No. You smack me, I'm gonna smack you right back. You bitch.
It's a war zone. The two of them feed off one another.
Have another drink, Lauren.
I got songs picked out for a funeral.
There's just pills, guys.
It's so different if it's the kid down the street, right? Well, it's my kid.
Why did you drink so much last night? Hey.
She doesn't get help real soon. She's not gonna live. She's really not.
We were just like best friends right away. It was like Christy watched my back and I watched hers.
Can you even fathom the thought that I just lost my brother?
It's a war zone.
Hey, the dresser.
The two of them feed off one another. It's like they can't be away from one another because nothing exists unless the other one's there. It's like there's like this much of me that wants to do better, and there's like this much of me that just wants to say screw it.
She doesn't get help like real soon. She's not gonna live. She's really not.
Okay, I'm running out of alcohol.
Okay, we have to do the liquor run because we're like on empty. Just take 60 off my card and get some cigarettes too. You can be his goodbye and go do your thing. Are you going for a car ride, Sadie?
Hold on, she's got me all wrapped up here. Dog. Good girl. That's a good girl. Oh, hammered, man. I can't walk in the liquor store like this. They'll be like, oh, there goes a shoe. They're not gonna serve me.
This is the way it is. This is what happens to people.
Sadie.
We're just like convincing ourselves that we're living somewhat of a normal lifestyle, and we're not.
Neither she nor Christy can work. They're very ill.
Erickson's psychosocial theory helps to explain the development of the adult alcoholic Robbie in the next clip. According to the psychosocial theory, human development occurs in 8 different stages of life. In stage 7, that occurs in middle adulthood, development experiences competition between generativity and stagnation. As stated by Zastrow and Kirst Ashman, generativity concerns a drive to be creative and productive in a way that will aid people in the future. In contrast, Robbie, the alcoholic in the next clip, displays stagnation, which occurs as a result of a failure to pass this stage of development and instead be consumed by self-absorption and a discouraging lack of progress and productivity. Robbie emulates stagnation through his alcoholism.
Viewer discretion is advised. I was just on the red carpet with Will Smith and Jada and performing with Eve, and I was like, ha ha, ha ha. But then things started to get a little dark.
He starts first thing in the morning, and by the end of the day, he's toasted.
Shoot.
I gave the music industry a Cub Scout.
I can feel your heartbeat.
And they gave me back a drunk.
Robbie is not stable enough to care for a small child.
It's hard for me to turn my back on him because I love him so much. But I don't want Lyric to grow up and think it's okay to talk down to women.
Give me my keys. Where's my at?
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Hi.
Guess that's not water.
I will not sit by and watch you trash your fatherhood with Lyric. You gotta find happiness and hold on to it.
In addition to negatively affecting a person's professional and family life, as seen in the previous clip about Robbie, alcoholism can also manifest in dangerous behaviors and choices, including drunk driving. Drunk driving, as seen in the next clip, not only affects the driver, but also any passengers, people in the surrounding area, family members, friends.
On the morning of June 20th, 2011, the world lost a very special person, and we lost our brother. We wanted to make this tribute as a celebration of his life, but also we wanted to make it to let you know why we loved him so much and why we're going to miss him.
Police are investigating the cause of a fiery car crash that killed 2 people, including Ryan Dunn, one of the stars of the popular MTV show Jackass.
According to police, 34-year-old Ryan Dunn was speeding over 100 miles an hour when he crashed into this wooded embankment. Dunn's car caught fire, the impact and flames killing him and fellow passenger Zach Hartwell.
Ryan was real. You know, he didn't put on some character to be on TV. He was always himself.
Dunn and I were hands down best friends. Ever since he moved to Westchester, we've pretty much been attached at the hip.
He was just the sweetest guy. You know, he had so much love about him.
He made us smarter. He made us funnier. He made us sweeter. He brought a lot of love to the group.
He looked like everybody's best friend. He was. He was the nicest guy that you would ever want to know.
He never wanted people to be upset. He just wanted everything to be, you know, let's all laugh for a while.
In conclusion, as you may have noted, the effects of alcoholism are devastating and far-reaching. It often thrives due to reciprocal interpersonal connections that fuel dependency and addiction because of their patterns of emotional exchange and behavioral interaction. Those who fall into alcoholism have found a sense of stability, homeostasis, and do what they must in order to maintain their ongoing existence, as stated in systems theory in Zastrow and Kirst-Ashman. Unfortunately, this stability and homeostasis can be attributed to stagnation, a lack of progress and productivity due to self-absorption, as stated in Stage 7 of Erikson's psychosocial theory.
Here are the shocking statistics associated with drinking and driving. Impaired driving is not only harmful to the person who is the offender, but results in the deaths of nearly 11,000 persons per year, according to the American Journal of Prevention. Annually, 160 million persons reported driving under the harmful effects of alcohol. As social workers, it is important to understand who is most likely to drive drunk. We also recommend sobriety checkpoints at appropriate locations. We would like to work to see the legislation of installing ignition interlocks on vehicles of people previously convicted of DUI. Lastly, macro problems exist in the establishment of bars and taverns. Thus, the establishment of these outlets in densely populated areas need to be lessened to help alleviate the deadly effects of drunken driving.